Hello everyone, it is a bit past Christmas. I'm actually making this video on January 6th, 2024, Epiphany. It's technically the last day of Christmas in the Gregorian calendar. But anyway, something a little bit different. I'm continuing my look at alternatives to Lego, or Lego brick alternatives, and have here a Nativity bricks set. It is a nativity scene. And so look, you've got baby Jesus in there. You've got Mary and Joseph, angel, wise men, shepherds, and all of this. Now, this is a deal on Amazon. I think this set was like $30, $35, something like that. So maybe a little pricey, but it looks like a lot of bricks, and it's certainly unique. But their deal was, with the purchase of the Nativity brick, Nativity, you could also get an Asian Nativity for free. And this thing MSRP is for $45, and it has almost triple the pieces. We have 315 here and 917 here. So you'll notice here we have baby Jesus, Asian Mary, Asian Joseph, etc., etc., etc. They also make an African nativity, which I thought was kind of interesting. But that was not part of the deal. Otherwise, I would have gotten that one. I mean, they're both cool, but I was just going to get whichever one was free. So this video, we're going to put together this nativity bricks, just the, I guess, the standard issue, traditional nativity scene. So, a couple of things, very nice packaging on the Asian one. There's a nice little handle. But this one thing I did notice, this is not a problem for me. It might be for other folks, but there's a little bit hard to see, but there's like a little bit of a bulge in the packaging. Maybe you can kind of see it there. And now that could just be, part settling in shipment. But as I'm kind of shaking it around a little bit, it's not moving. So it's definitely packed to the gills with pieces. So I don't know. I mean, for some sticklers, that might be a problem. But all right, I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and get this guy open. Let's see if I can do this while I'm filming. So I can do it with one hand. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see what's causing that big old bulge in the box. Whoa, all right, nice. So there's our base plate. So these are, I think they're supposed to be like Lego size. So here's some actual Lego bricks here. Let's just test that out and see how they adhere. Oh yeah, pretty good. One hand is sliding around a bit, so it wasn't the easiest connection, but I think that's because I had one hand. Let's just try. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. So that's pretty cool. Feels like a decent quality. It actually feels about the heft and the feel of a Lego base plate of this kind, or a big, so that's a good sign. I've noticed even with Mega Block, which I think is kind of the mainstream competitor of Lego, that the pieces sometimes feel a little cheap, but these feel pretty solid. All right, well, I'm going to take a, let's see, we got the instruction booklet here. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be sort of like Mega Block style instructions where you're doing several things in one step. Not quite as difficult as nano block instructions are, but a little more, perhaps maybe a little more involved than Lego. Oh, cool. The minifigs are so interesting too. So yeah, I mean, it should be, looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward. So wow, it's a nice instruction booklet, those in color. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, this is neat too. Send us a picture together with your completed nativity set to info@nativitybricks.com and receive a free Moses figurine. What an awesome promotion. That is so cool. Yeah, all right. Well, very neat. Well, let's build this thing and get our free Moses. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. One more thing. Keep thinking about a transition, but It looks like the bags are not numbered, so I think we'll just kind of crack them open and go from there. Okay, I went a little long on my intro, longer than I like, so we're gonna do the bag pours all at once. My Lego desk is a little messy at the moment, various projects. But here's our first bag pour. So because it's messy, I'm going to do something I don't normally do and put the pieces in a little Tupperware container, kind of keep them contained. Here's a bag of minifig parts. Here's, ooh, that's cool, that's in there. Some more minifigs. We have some bigger pieces here. There's the star that goes on top. We'll kind of sort through these as we go. These connecting beams and structural parts, we'll just put out on the table. Oh, very nice. These little pieces together. And then we have, did I open this one? I did not. So we've got the various animals. There's a few pieces in there. So let's get them cracked open real fast. Okay, and we'll put the animals with our general mishmash of pieces. I also off camera moved a few pieces out of this little Tupperware container. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, these are interesting. There's not really an equivalent to these in Legos besides the horses, I guess. So this has a little bit of the feel. This has something of the horse, the guy can ride on there. That's cool. So it's almost like a blend. It feels like a blend of Lego and Duplo a little bit, but they're definitely Lego size. Look at the lamb. That's great. Okay, yeah, this is really cool. And I also noticed like the pieces, they feel like Lego pieces. They are a Lego knockoff. Lord, forgive me, Lord. Goodness, I should say. Look at this, this little hinge piece here. That's really cool. So, now the minifigs are like totally different, so it'll be interesting putting them together. But yeah, these tree pieces, this is quintessential Lego. This is the exact way those are shaped. These I can tell feel a little bit different, but so far the pieces really seem to be of a comparable quality to Lego. They have a comparable feel to them. Oh, and I guess this is their take on the brick remover. Everyone does the brick remover differently, it seems. It's interesting, this big loop. I wonder what purpose that serves. Anyway, all right. Well, all the pieces are out, so let's commence a building. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the baby Jesus wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in the manger. It's interesting. I think he's the same one as in the Asian Nativity, but it is all he is. He's not really so much a minifigure as a decoration, which don't take that as any sort of symbolic or theological statement. Jesus is far more than a holiday decoration. He's our Lord and Savior. But here's Mary. So this is kind of interesting. So Mary, I had to put her together. Obviously Lego minifigs you do, but I had to put her arms on. I had to put her hands on. So I've got a couple of things. I've got Joseph I'm going to start building next. I think this is his head, right? And so this kind of shows you his arms are already attached, even though in the instruction booklet it showed them as detached. So you have to put the hands in there. And then this little guy right here is, I guess, like the hips. And so the legs attach onto that, and then his torso would attach on, and then the head. And then for comparison, I have a normal Lego minifig just from the X-Wing set. So the height disparity is not as much as I thought it would be, but obviously these Nativity brick figurines are taller because of the way they are constructed. They have a little more height to them. That gives you an idea. All right, so again, I'm just a few pages in. It's interesting, Lego always says you build the minifigs like at the beginning of each bag or step, a phase, I should say. Sometimes I do them all at once. This one is having us put the guys together, the people together, as we go and placing them, and then we'll start adding on to the manger. But all right, so we'll have some more build updates in just a bit. So here is our progress so far. This is kind of cool, the little detail inside of the manger. And I'm starting to build this tree. The next several steps are all this foliage. And of course, here's Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. I'm going to take a short little break because my faithful assistant Murphy here is ready for a little dinner. So we're going to have a little dinner, and then we're going to continue building the nativity scene here. And again, just so far, I mean, it really is a lot like Legos. I mean, the connectivity is very good. This is probably one of the best sort of Lego knockoffs or copycats I've seen. So yeah, we'll keep at it. Alrighty, well, Murphy and I had a good dinner, and I got back to work. So I think I have finished, and there she is. Oh my goodness. Also, I got to clean this place up. That's from the 1-Up arcade. Hi, caramba. Anyway, so we finished the manger, and we're about to start on the little side pieces. But yeah, it's great. This is also interesting. So apparently the donkey and the sheep and the other animals can be assembled and therefore disassembled. Mine came all assembled, but apparently they have instructions in case they come in pieces. So that's interesting. Nice little trees around here. Almost has a little bit of an autumnal feel with these little, I guess sort of dried out looking plants or vines. Anyway, and there's the angel up there. Now this is interesting. So Murphy. So here's the angel. So this is a small little thing. I mean, I think this is an excellent set so far. I can already say I would recommend it. You know, if you're a Lego enthusiast and you want like the closest thing you're going to get to a Lego manger scene, I think is great. If you're a Christian and you're looking for something fun to do with your kids, I think is excellent for that. The quality is overall really high. So this is a very small nitpick. I don't even really care about this. I just noticed this. The printing on the star here, you'll notice these little flecks of where the gold printing has kind of gone beyond where it was supposed to. Again, like for me, that's a very minor thing. I think if you were a real enthusiast and you wanted it to be perfect, you could always just apply a little bit of white paint. Probably there's probably some modeling paint that would take care of that. That's not really an issue for me, but just want to point that out for any of you, that might be considering that. But otherwise, like I've noticed the quality control is quite good. There's little tiny inconsistencies. Like, again, sometimes the figures already have their hands in or the animals are already assembled. Quite frankly, that's just a bonus to me. It's less that I have to do. Although it is fun building this, putting hands on the minifigures is not exactly, how I get my kicks with these. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it so far. Not much left, it seems. So we've got these two little sides to finish up. And then, oh baby, we get Moses. And as the good Lord said, it is finished. Very, very cool, very fun little set. Like I said in the last little segment, highly recommend it. It's a very, very good Lego alternative nativity bricks. They did a great job. I mean, the pieces are very high quality. Obviously, it's a little different than Lego. There's a few little quirks and things here. Obviously, the minifigs are different, although they are compatible with Lego. Here's our 3 wise men, the 3 magi bearing gifts. And this is so cool. The camels, and look at this detail. They have these crests and the hair underneath their necks. Just really cool. So we have the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Sorry. So we have one wise man from maybe Turkey or something like that, or from the Central Asia. We've got an African wise man, maybe Ethiopian, and we have an East Asian wise man. Very cool. And of course, we have our shepherds tending their flocks by night. And this was really neat, building this little patch, the little grazing patch, and the little tiny manger for the sheep here, for the lamb, and his little hay, I guess is what that's supposed to be. Anyway, just a really neat set, and Total build time, maybe 90 minutes, probably more like an hour, because I stopped and had dinner. So, and they're good about giving you some extra pieces. Never had to use the piece remover, but I'm really intrigued. Like, is this how you get the animals apart? I also love that you can take the animals apart if you wanted to. Yeah, I don't know, like, could you combine the camel and the donkey? Who knows? Anyway, very, very pleased. Overall, excellent quality. Again, just a few little tiny things I found, but I'm very pleased with this. Nativity bricks, check them out. You know, even if you're not a Christian, it's still fun to build, you know, and I mean, you might have a nativity set. If you are a Christian, let me just say, this would be great to do with your kids. I've mentioned that earlier, but also, you know, I hate to say this, but so much of like Christian versions of popular things are just inferior. Like, they're just not very good. Like, the message might be right, the intent behind them is good, but they're just not great. This is not the case, though. This was like building with Legos. Again, a few little tiny, except every now and then connecting some of the bigger bricks or the minifigs to the base plate. Slightly difficult, but honestly not all that much different than Lego. You have to kind of really push it to get it in there to connect. Flush a few times, like with these little brown pieces here. But that, again, small detail. I mean, this is the closest to an authentic Lego building experience I've ever had that was not Lego bricks. So very cool. I also can't wait to bring like Princess Leia to see the baby Jesus. And to give the wise men Lego weapons. No, but highly recommend it. Nativity bricks, well done. Really great deal too with the buy one get the other free. I mean, you're never going to see that from Lego. So hold on, I think I have to take it. I'll do this after the video, but let's check it off, baby. This will probably cause like authentic Lego people to cringe, but we're going to write in our book. Nice. Look, they have Noah's Ark, Jonah and the whale. Oh, and there's Moses. We got to get him. Okay. That's it. Hope everybody's having a great year so far. Thank you very, very much for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff, and God bless.